Hey guys, James, 7 Devils. We got back from our massive trip last weekend. I apologize, I didn't do a video last weekend. We did take a ton of footage, but I'll be honest, it's kind of boring. Uh, we hit snow, we hit something, we hit rain, we hit hail, we hit it all. But I don't want to make a 20-minute video of us driving across 4 states. It was pretty interesting, a good time. Uh, we were safe. All equipment, people, and gear got back safely. But I'll tell you what, when you got to chain up a 4-wheel drive Dodge on the interstate, you probably should have just stayed. Uh, but anyway, in this video, we're going to teach you how to save money, gold money. Uh, don't forget, like and subscribe. The subscriptions, they really help us grow the channel. It gets it out there. Anyway, I appreciate it. Right back at you. Hey guys, just wanted to sit down and have a little chat with my viewers. Basically, we want to talk about how I am going to save you money. Now, at 7 Devils, mostly what we deal with is get out in the woods and having a good time. It's no more complicated than that. You get out there, you do some gold panning, you get some relaxation. Maybe you run some equipment. Maybe you do some prospecting around. It's all about getting out there, having a good time. For me, I'm a veteran. I was in the U.S. Marine Corps. Couple of years after I got out, I started having some mental, I'm going to call it issues, some things that I needed to work through. And one of the big things that helped me to get through that is getting outside, whether it was gold mining, hunting, or fishing. It was get outside, get away from it all. I kind of felt bad because I felt like I was ditching my wife and my young kids, but I really wasn't. I did my, job, and then I came home to the family and I hung out with them, but I always like to take one day on a weekend and just get out and kind of let my brain settle. It helped me to get out of the woods, and that's what started my passion for all this. I really enjoy gold panning, gold mining. I like shiny stuff on the pan. I like to get out from the concrete jungle. So here at 7 Devils, I started this company because up here in southern Idaho, there's not really a outlet for people to go and buy mining gear. And the flip side of this coin is that online shopping. I do a fair amount of online shopping myself, but people call me and say, I spent $1,200 on junk. Help me. There's really not a lot I can do to help them get that $1,200 back. I can tell them politely as I can, you should have come to me first. I could have saved you that $1,200. This is a common issue, especially if you live in an area where there is no prospecting store. You cannot go put your hands on something. To make it worse, there's a product out there that I'm gonna say is less than superior, but is portrayed as superior. And in my opinion, Gold Hog is a difficult piece of equipment to master. They are excellent in a controlled environment. Their internet marketing is on point. They really know how to capture the audience. Problems that I have with Gold Hog is go to their website, go to the FAQs. They do not have a phone number intentionally. You can't call them and pick up the phone and say, tell me about this, tell me about that. They want an email. After sales support is non-existent. And I'm not here to bash Gold Hog. I'm here to save people money. Help people to get out and enjoy prospecting. It is a great time when you're out there. But there's nothing worse than running dirt all day. And then, as we all do, we test our tailings and you're finding 30, 40 specs per pan in your tailings. Especially here in Idaho, we have really concretized material. It just rolls out the end of a Gold Hog. It's plain and simple. There again, this is my opinion. Don't sue me. I've seen too many failures, too much time to set up because they have a lot of legs. On a flat environment, they're probably fine. But in the real world, when you're on the side of a river, when you're up the side of a mountain, you can't really, it takes a long time to get them leveled just right. Moving on. There's a lot of products out there that people buy. Oh, this is going to work great. I can take it down to the creek and I can use it. It's a gimmick. There's a lot of gimmick products out there. That's why you find a lot of mining supply companies come and go, because they have gimmick A, and gimmick A only works in situation B. Well, we never see situation B. You want a piece of gear that will last and work in any situation. Truth be told, I do sell Proline. I carry Proline. That's not what this channel is about. This channel is about getting out in the woods and doing things. I have a phone number you can call. We don't typically push any gear. We're not here to sell gear. This gear is what helps me to be able to take people out and show them how it works. The downside to all this is it's a home-based business. I run it out of my house. I'm a 6 a.m. to 4:30 guy. I do this to help people because there's no other option here in the Southern Valley here. There's no other option except to buy online. And I don't discredit buying things online. I touched on it in one of my earlier videos about buying gold pans online. Well, yeah, you can find them for $3, but as soon as you put dirt in them, they turn into a taco. We all have hobbies. Most hobbies cost, an initial investment. We'll call it that. I don't spend a lot of money on gimmicky products. And that's how I'm going to save you money. People go online, they type in high banker. Yeah, Gold Hog's the first one to come up. So, whoops. Gold pans are a prime example. There's 1,000 of them out there. There's only 4 or 5 that are really good. The Proline pan, the Vigera pans, some of the Mine Lab pans. Pretty much everything else is, dog water bowls. They bend, they break. There's too many variables in there, especially if you can't put your hands on it. Well, luckily for now, I'm in the valley in Idaho, so customers come over to the house and they can put their hands on stuff. At the end of the day, me selling gear isn't why I'm doing this. I'm doing this to help people capture more gold. I like going out. I'm going out anyway. I'm doing this to make it so people can enjoy themselves in the woods, not get frustrated because they bought an inferior piece of equipment and it's not working right. I just want to make it so people will keep going. I believe in the healing power of Mother Nature. And if people want to go out there and do things, I don't want them to feel like they're not having a good time because their equipment doesn't work right. Now, I've been out there and had equipment failures. Oh, man, I forgot my suction hose. Oh, man, I forgot my pickup hose. Oh, man. Well, now I can't run. Well, I'm going old school at that point. I'm going back to the gold pan. I'm just going to be around. Been there, done that, ducks. There's a ton of gear out there. Everything from a gold pan to the big dredges. We got one in here right now. You absolutely get what you pay for. And not all equipment is created equal. I don't want to turn this into a bashing section of one product or another, but when you are looking at spending, from $700 to $10,000 on a high banker, you really need to put your hands on it. You need to feel it. You need to touch it. You need to understand how they work. A lot of the products out there, and I'll in my opinion, I'll call it out how it is. In my opinion, I've seen too many gold hogs fail in the field. And when I say there's a lot of other products, not just high bankers out there, that are gimmicky, are, hey, look what I can make. I can make dirt swirl in a pan and it separates the gold. Yes, it does, but it also creates more work, and work takes away from fun. Um, we'll talk about the Blue Bowl for a minute. Machine absolutely works as described. It does separate fine gold from black sands. You have to process it a certain way, though. You have to classify it down, minus 60 mesh. Everything in that Blue Bowl has to be the same size for it to work. And then you put a tablespoon in the machine, and then you go do something else for an hour. And then you come back and suck out your gold. It's more work. I like the science behind it. It's pretty watching it swirl around, separating everything. It makes pretty shapes. I do own one. It's just one of those things that I would not recommend for people to run out, buy Blue Bowls, spiral wells. Stick to a cleanup system. Make your own. They're so cheap to make. It's a matic and a gutter ready to go. Like I said, that's how I'm going to save you money, is by, if you contact me, I will tell you, please don't jump right in and spend all your money. Let's talk more. And that's our big thing, is we need to get out more. People, especially the younger generations, gamers, I respect the craft. I really do. My son's a gamer. It's not healthy, in my opinion, to be locked up in a basement playing video games 24/7 on your days off. I believe that, like I said before, get out in Mother Nature, stop all that mass auditory and visual, what do you call it? The sensory overload. That's what you get when you're gaming. That's cool, but get out and do stuff. You try to help people. Our mission is to educate, teach, and help, and show people how to do things. Show them anybody can go out there and get gold in their pan. Now, if you live in New York, I apologize. I don't think there's any gold to be found there. But most of the Western states, a lot of the Midwestern states, there is gold. You just gotta commit. You gotta get out there and get it. It all starts with just a simple gold pan. But when I see people online, I bought 5 gold pans. They were $3 a piece. Well, you just wasted your money. Buy one good one. Stick to the Pro lines, the Garretts. My lab makes a pretty good one as well. Stick to the good ones. Don't jump out there and buy the cheap Chinese ones, because they don't hold up. They're basically dog bowls, and they work pretty good for that.